Hello everyone, welcome to ServiceNow Mastery. In our previous video, we have looked at import sets, how can we load the data into our import sets, and we have also seen some functionality of a transform map. So now it's a time to map the our data source with the into the target table. So next thing is to map the fields, right? So what is the field map? Some of the definitions we will also look. What is the field map? So field map, it defines the mapping between the fields in the import set table and the target table. So transform map is basically at the higher level, and the field map is on the field level. If we want to map the field, one specific field from the staging table, from the import set table into the target table, then we call it as a field map. In the transform map, it is basically overall configuration to move the data from the staging to the target table. Now it's a time to see what is the field map. Yeah. So when I just click on the field map, so you can see the map is already there, user underscore details. So the field map is the name and the phone number or the email from the import set table, and we have to import the data into the target table, that is sys underscore user table. So we first see the name field into the staging table, and we map that particular field with the sys underscore user table column, that is name, right? So this is the function of the field mapping. You can understood in this way. Map, then the source table is a user underscore details, the source field. What is the source field? For example, in the Excel file, I have written as a full name. Application, then the target table is the sys underscore user, and into this table, which field you want to map with it, then you can use the field map functionality. I would use as a user language, last login, location, name. I hope you understand field map, right? Next is, what is a coalesce field in import set? What is a coalesce field in import set? So the coalesce field is used to decide whether to insert a new record or update an existing one in the target table, right? For example, if we choose the field as a coalesce field, then it decide whether to insert the new record in the table, or if the record is already presented in the user table, then it will to avoid the duplicacy, it will not enter the new record, it will only update the existing record in the target table. So this is the function of coalesce field in import set. If the field is marked as a coalesce and the match is found, it update the record, otherwise it will insert the new one. Then the question comes as a type of the coalesces. What all the type of coalesces are there? So you can say as single line coalesce, single field coalesce, that is based on the one field. Multiple field coalesce, which is based on the multiple fields. If we use a combination of the fields as a coalesce, then we can mention it as a multiple coalesce field. Conditional coalesce is also there, using the scripts for custom logic. If we applied scripts on the coalesce field, then it is conditional coalesce. We perform some coalesce field, and the next topic is the auto map matching fields. So when we just go with the mapping, I will show you how to apply the coalesce field as well. So the auto map matching field is what it will say about automatically map the fields in the import set and target table when their names getting match. Okay, so that is automatically mapping the fields in the transform map, that is known as auto map field in the transform. So we come to the related links and we click on auto map matching fields. So now you can see when I just click on it, yeah. So it already automatically mapped the matching fields. It will match all the fields of the source and the target table when we have clicked on auto map matching field. So as you can see, when I just clicked on the auto map matching fields, then the field maps come. Right, you underscore phone, you underscore department, and you underscore email is the fields which is there in the source field, that is the inr.csv file, and it automatically get mapped to the target field, that is phone, department, email. Okay, and the collapses till now it is false, but if I wanted to into make it true to any of the collapse field, so I can just click on it and make it true. So I am making the phone number and the email number, and the email as, okay, I'm not making the email as a true collapse field. I'm making the phone number as a true collapse because the phone number is a specific one field which you can be able to see any of the duplicates are there or not. So you can also see the banner comes up here as a field map created. Collapse setting change after all collapse fields are configured. Use the index collapse field related link to check if the new database index is required or not. Right? Yeah. Now, next thing is, then we will click on index collapse field. So what is index collapse field? If none of the field configured to collapse are indexed on the target table, then create a database index for those fields on the target table. So what does it say? Index collapse field. Collapse key is field property which we set it to true, don't allow to import duplicate data, right? Yes. So what is the index collapse field is the index collapse field that is also the part of the index on the target table, which means that index collapse field is also used to record during an import collapse, and it's a part of the database index, so the lookup is faster only, right? So why does it matters? So using an index collapse field, it will improve the, it will boost the performance, right? When I just click on the index collapse feed, so it comes as a upon completion email and do not notify me. Service now will generate your index for you in the background so that you can continue other work while the index is being generated. Upon completion of the index, so it will create a new index which will tell that it will avoid the full table scan when matching during the transformation. It will only ensure that the efficient recorder will get updated and only scans some matching records only, right? So it's basically used to boost the performance. For example, we are importing the data into the underscore user table, right? So if I mark as email as a collapse field, so email is already indexed in the sys underscore user table, especially with the large tables. So in that case, what we can do is to create the custom index, we can also go to the system definition, a transform map where the transformation logic is handled entirely by the script rather than using the field map is known as the scripted transform map. Import staging table. In the field map, yeah, in the field map, as you can also see when I just click on new, we can have a multiple transform map with the same source data. The only condition is that if we wanted to utilize a different target table, then we can use a multiple transform map. And if any of the import set issue comes, then how to debug? Then to debug it is the you can use a gs.info or the gs.log in scripting, or we can also check the transform history, check the import log, right? What we can do is we can check, we come to the transform map, okay, and we can click on the transform history. Here it is in the import set transform history. So if any of the issue comes, we can click on it, and the transform errors also then in the import log you can see, right? Next question is, what is the best practice for importing large data file? So we can divide it into the smaller files. We can use the schedule import option. So this is the schedule import option. I'll show it to you. This, there is the schedule import option. So when you just click on new, so you can schedule it when the data to be imported into the service now, because like during the off peak hours, so you can use this functionality, right? Name data source run as concurrent import. You can use you can import it as per your convenience. Okay, so the question, next question is, can transform map be reused? Yes, the transform map can be reused for the similar import existing transform map available. All these, so you can use the transform map. If the structure is similar, you can use it. Next is the mapping assist. So mapping assist is a visual tool now used to map the fields between the import sets and the target table. It makes the field mapping faster, easier, and less error prone, especially when the field names don't exactly match. So this is a source user table. So if I want to add the email, so I can add the email. If I want to remove it, then remove department is already there. If I want to add, then I can add it. Then show all the fields are there, field and their values. And when I just click on the map fields, so the phone number, value, department is this, HR, email is this, created, all this comes, and it will auto map the fields with the similar names, right? Okay, then comes, then we can click on transform. So when I just click on, so the import set comes SET user details, and this is the date and the time, available maps, and the selected maps run in the order. Selected map is user details, mapped with sys underscore user. Then I just click on transform. So it's a transforming, and as you can see, the name is there, state completion code is success, message transformation completed. And if you want to see, go to the import sets for this data loaded transform history and the import log. So I just want to see what all the details it has been uploaded, imported. Status process, the data sources employee.csv, load runtime 0 seconds. So you can click on this, and you can see import logs, what all the data has been imported, you can see in the import set. Transformation history is this, total is 2, insert is 1, update is 0, and into the user detail table. If I just click on the transform history, then you can see the transform history as well, right? So in this way, we can use the import set to basically import the data, external source data, into the target table. I hope you understand it. In the next video, we are going to uh, learn update sets. So stay tuned with me, hit the like button, subscribe my channel. Till then, bye bye.